Ableton Live 11. Sweet. Today I'm just going to make a cool sample beat using loops. You know, got an Ableton Live course and it's time to start building it out. We showed a lot of stuff with the MPC, the SP, but what do you do with it when you're done? What's the next step? What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I'm in Ableton Live 11. Ableton Live 11 Suite. So we have everything involved with Ableton Live 11. And we're going to start with the basics. Do a little bit more Ableton Live stuff, but first we got to get the basics down. So we're going to start with the clips. I'm going to I got a drum loop, a snare loop, and a hi-hat. I'm going to clean up some of my stuff over here. We're going to grab one of my samples from TrackLib. You could get that over. You could get those 15 free samples on me down in the description. You know, just click that link down there in the description, my affiliate link, and get 15 free downloads on O.T.G. So with that, I dropped it in. I'm going to do chop mode. We're going to chop it by, let's go by bar. Yeah, let's do it by bar. So in Ableton, it's called warp markers, but they're actually chops. You know what I mean? And so once you put the warp markers there and you output it, or you can manually do it, automatically do it, which I just had to do by the bars. Now what we have the ability to do is play it. So I'm playing it right now on my launch pad. We're just going to come up with something pretty quick and simple. You know, you can see the waveform right there. And so we have the ability with that waveform to either move the start and end points. You can see those. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the masterclass down below. Get a lifetime update, so as I make Ableton Live videos, you can get an email and watch them and download them however you utilize them. Make sure you check out the affiliate links, one for DistroKid, one for TrackLib. And any of the drum sounds, you could drop the WAV files. Any of the kits I have for the SP404, you could also use those in Ableton Live, the WAV files. Alright, so now we're going to record this in. We got this recording right now. We're going to stop recording media, and you can see it. Going to move it to a 4-bar loop. And then we're just going to move our slice. Some of them we're going to move super close, and some of them they'll be a little bit off, just for a little bit of a human feel. Let's do some more cleanup. Housekeeping, we can get rid of these audio files and things of that nature. Let's duplicate this and let's add a filter on it. So then that way we can be able to cut the main sample out. It's a trick that I utilize on the MPC, the SP. It's an old school producer trick. listen and get an understanding and just try hearing how I want it to go. I think that it is super important to just start to get familiar inside of these programs by doing little things like this, by just using some loops, dragging and dropping stuff on there, get an idea for it. So I'm gonna set this filter right here. I'm gonna go grab a reverb. Let's go grab the limiter first and throw the limiter on so that way we don't have any red meters over here. You know, just to calm that down. Cap everything up. Make sure it's right, you know, we'll deal with that later. More housekeeping. Alright, so we skipped ahead. We got some basic samples. I got it all broken down. And this way you can see it when I open it up. I've got them grouped. You know, we named our groups so you can see there's the drums, there's stylus. We have control from the outside. We can press play from the outside of the group and it'll control everything in that lane. We could press the clips individually and those clips will play. And so now what we can do is I can organize this by just playing it in real time. That's what we're doing. And as we do this, you know, we do some basic housekeeping. One of the things with that Ableton Live, you always want to remember is just to kind of do this housekeeping of getting rid of empty tracks and making sure that everything that you don't need, you don't have any extras up there. You know, I follow that same advice when I'm doing my sessions. I try to make sure that I housekeep throughout the session to make sure we don't get lost and we don't just have stuff up there that we don't need. Even in my MPC or my SP, if you guys notice, I don't name my tracks until the end, until I'm sure that I'm going to keep it, because if I'm not going to keep it, it's got to go. So, you know, one of my major tips is while you're creating to keep it clean. You know, try to keep it clean, keep it organized, and keep it as small and minimum as to the minimum as possible, as lean as possible. You know, you might get into some tracks where, I mean, some projects where you got 200 tracks, and you still need to, if you could go 197, then you should try 197. You know, if you need more, you need more, but lean is always the best way to think. So with that, you know, I'm not going to go too much further. I just wanted to get you guys kind of an idea and hear some of the stuff that you could do with Ableton Live. Get a little bit more familiar with the workflow as it starts to happen, and just start to get some of this content up on the channel. So, you know, I use Ableton all the time. It's my main DAW when I'm hooked to the computer, and for all of my songs and everything we create, mixing and mastering. So it's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G.'s for Overtime Grind. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on all social media at 365 O.T.G. And I'm out.